You think the hijab is political?
Yes.
Why do you think that?
My best friend's mom, she quit her job. She's studying the Quran right now.
Sure.
She wore the hijab for 6 years. She's finally at the part where it mentions it, and she took it off.
Sure.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't get that. She's at what? What do you mean she's at the part where it mentions it? I don't understand
The
that.
chapter in the Quran that mentions the hijab.
So she's wearing the hijab, and then she read the verse about the hijab and took it off.
Studying it. Then she decided to take it off. Yes.
You say there's a sister, a person X,
Yeah.
person X who's wearing the hijab. They read the Quran.
She's not relevant. She
Yeah.
is my reference, right?
Yeah, so I'm trying to say, what are you trying to bring from that example? That there is a person who's reading the Quran, right? Let's say they were wearing the hijab, sorry. They read the Quran, they came to a verse. I don't know how they understood it, and they took the hijab off. What do you get from that, like from that story?
What I get from that story is that she, for me, is the person I go to when I have a questions about.
Okay, sure, okay.
She is my reference.
So you blindly
She's the one-
follow her?
I blindly follow her since
Okay.
I was a kid.
That person can get misguided. That wouldn't mean that now Islam no longer teaches us that the hijab is a fard. That doesn't mean that no longer the Quran teaches us. So, sister, we cannot follow anyone blindly. That's the thing, according to the Quran.
Okay, yes, I did.
You said you did?
I did say
You
that.
said-
Okay.
Okay, that's why.
There's so many more things that you're supposed to do bigger than the hijab.
Of course,
You know what I
look,
mean?
sister, I'm not telling you wear or don't wear the hijab.
No,
But to say that Islam doesn't teach it because I'm not wearing it, that's a very different thing, sister. Why? Because you have teachings of Allah, you have shortcomings that we have. I'm not perfect. I'm making my own sense, my own mistakes. He's making his own sense, his own mistakes. But I admit, like if someone comes to me, brother, this is wrong. Why didn't you pray this? Why did you say that? I'll say, I agree, this is wrong. May Allah make me better, and I'll admit. If someone comes to me and says the Messenger of Allah ﷺ said, I put my head down. That's what a Muslim means. Muslim is from istislam, from submission. You submit to Allah and His Messenger. This is what a believer needs to do, right? So you don't have a choice in that. Basically, Allah Azza wa Jalla said it, the Messenger ﷺ said it, khalas. Allah is saying you will not become a believer until you submit to the judgment of the Messenger. Have nothing in your heart and completely submit. That's what a believer is, right? So, وَمَا كَانَ لِمُؤْمِنٍ وَلَا مُؤْمِنَةٍ إِذَا قَضَى اللَّهُ وَرَسُولُهُ أَمْرًا أَنْ يَكُونَ لَهُمُ الْخِيَرَةُ مِنْ أَمْرِهِمْ. It wasn't for a believing man or a woman. If Allah decided something, we have a choice in it.